Question number 31 on the reading portion of College Board's Test 3. As used in line 21, common most nearly means. So with the vocab, identify the word in the passage, read around the word for context, come up with your own definition and own synonyms, own phrases that are similar. Really grab onto the meaning of what the author is trying to say in that moment with that word. And then look at the answer choices and replace it. In the sentence, read through the sentence with that replaced word and see if it doesn't change the original meaning. It seems thus incontestable that our common happiness above all that of women requires that they never aspire to exercise political. Okay, so like it seems to us that our common happiness, like overall, right, like the happiness of everyone. This is that utilitarian happiness we talk about in line 9, 10. But on another level of ideas, the question changes and may be easily resolved. The purpose of all these institutions must be the happiness of the greatest number. So this is this, we need to have our common happiness, the happiness of everyone, above all that of women. So like more than just women, whatever women feel, the happiness of everyone. Again, I don't know exactly, like our common happiness. When something's common, it means that it's, I guess, it's for everyone. It's shared by everyone. It exists with everyone. Requires they never aspire to exercise political rights. Okay, let's see. It seems to us incontestable that our average happiness above all that a woman requires. This is a good bad answer, I think. This is actually a good answer. It seems to us incontestable that our average happiness, because you might think, well, utilitarian means like on average, what's the happiness of the people? And I agree with you. But does it make sense in this case? It seems to us incontestable that our average happiness requires that they never aspire. Are we talking about average happiness or common happiness? What does common happiness mean? Common means for everyone. Average means, okay, let's add up everyone's happiness and divide it by the number of people. I feel like that's a little bit too clinical, but I'm going to leave it because actually I think that either could be the right answer or a really good bad answer. Something's a little bit off about it to say like common happiness does not necessarily mean average happiness. Like when we say, like the common folk, even though the common folk might be average, common I think just means like it's like that lowest denominator of everyone. What about shared? It seems thus incontestable that our shared happiness requires. I like that. I like that better than average for some reason. Shared, when we talk about common, when something is common, right? You have a commons or, in a town, it means that that's where everyone goes. There's something communal about it. It seems us incontestable that our shared happiness. I don't like the idea of saying that is average better or average happiness is better than our shared happiness. Average in this case is talking about one particular thing of saying we add up everyone's fake happiness score and divide by the number of people. It's like that's the average of the happiness. Maybe that is utilitarian, but in this case when we talk about common, what's common? Common is something that's shared. It's something that exists for everyone. And I just like that association better with B instead of where A is I think a little bit more pointed, more technical, and requires us to think about things in one way instead of broadly speaking. What about C? Coarse. Our coarse happiness? No. Coarse means either rough physically or when someone's coarse in their manners. It might mean they're a little bit, again, not civilized or uncouth. That's not it. What about similar? Our similar. It seems incontestable that our similar happiness. There's no similar happiness. No. It's going to be shared. I think the answer is going to be shared happiness. We're not talking about our average happiness requires they never aspire. Our shared happiness together. Not average. We're talking about a community, and I think that's really what Tyron's trying to get across, that like society is this mesh and we need to bear each other's burden, and if that means that women don't have important roles in it, that makes things better for everyone. That's what I think the common means when we talk about common or shared. The answer to 31 is going to be B.